Hello, 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 and welcome to Courageously Kind. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Liz. We're twin sisters and best friends.
Together, we share stories of especially kind humans doing especially kind things in hopes that these conversations motivate and inspire you to be kinder to yourself and others. When we're not speaking with an incredible guest, we'll speak directly from our hearts about what it means to us to be courageously kind. Pamela, I have said this, and I said this in the description, and I said it on our Instagram, and I'll probably say it again. Pamela is like if you were to meet a Disney princess in real life. She is so kind. She is so radiant. You can just tell that she is authentic and that she just seriously has the best vibe ever. Like, I could talk to her all day. I think I smiled this whole time, and you will see why when you listen to this episode. She is just one of the sweetest people we have ever met. She's seriously so awesome, and her show Kind Time is so awesome, and it was so cool to get to chat with her about it and to get to chat with her about how the show has kind of grown and changed throughout the years. It's in its fourth season, so she started during COVID, or before COVID, and carried on through COVID, and you'll hear that whole story in this episode. But seriously, Pamela is like, even just the way she talks is so smooth and beautiful and just radiant, I think is the perfect word to describe her. She was so awesome, and we were so grateful to be able to connect with her. So without further ado, here she is. If we want to jump right in, where are you from? What do you like to do for fun? And this is Liz's favorite icebreaker question.
Yeah. If you were a kitchen appliance, which one would you be?
I love that. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is so exciting. Okay. So I'm Pamela Pagano, and I am born and raised in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And right now I am, for just a short period of time, in California, in the San Francisco Bay Area with my boyfriend. He got an amazing opportunity here. So we're living our best life here, trying our best to do one day at a time.
Yeah.
But if I were to be a kitchen appliance, which one would I be?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me think. This is the first time I've ever been asked that, and I love this question. You know what? I think it might be funny, but right, no answers
No wrong
is
answer.
wrong answer.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
I think I'd be a blender.
Mm-hmm.
Just
That's a
because
good
I
one.
love making smoothies, and it's just
Yes.
bringing all different ingredients together and putting it together, and it just makes one amazing good thing. So it's kind of like I'm a human blender. I'm bringing a bunch of humans together and just bringing it all in one place through Kind Time. So that's, if I had to be an appliance, that's what I'd be.
Great
I
answer.
love that answer.
What was your answer, Liz?
I think it changes
Question.
every day.
Okay.
I have been a KitchenAid mixer. I like to mix everything up together. I think today it's like those little measuring cups.
Okay.
Like when there's like a pack of them, so it's like all different sizes.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just feel like that's the vibe of the day.
I then why not? I love this.
You know? Yeah. I
What about
think
you?
my go-to answer is a wooden spoon.
Mm.
It's like classic. You've always got one in your kitchen. You use it for everything. I love that question. Where did you come up with that?
I came up with it. We had to do some sort of like interview or something
For a
like
class or something?
yeah,
Yeah.
and we had to interview like a ton of different people.
Yeah.
And I thought, what's one question where I could get totally random different, but it tells you a lot about the person.
I think so too. Yeah. So getting into some more not serious, but what we're really here to talk to you about today. You are amazing. You are a journalist, which is so cool. We're studying communications, and so that is sort of right up our alley. I wanted to ask, did you go to college? And if so, what did you study? Because we are college students and we love to hear these answers.
I love it. I love that you're asking these amazing questions.
Oh, thank you.
I went to Dawson College in Montreal, and I studied cinema and communications. So look at us. That's why we get it. Each other. Yes, I studied there, and then afterwards I had a class there, and it was my first journalism class ever. And our first assignment was to interview someone. I think it was someone in our community or in the industry that interests you, something like that. And someone who won an Oscar. She was an animator. And it was so cool. And I loved being immersed in her story, in her world. And just listening to her was just, I was in awe. And I really held like such a responsibility to myself to share her story properly in my project, in the article. And from there, I was like, okay, I want to pursue journalism. And that's where I went to university after and did journalism at Concordia University.
And were you always focused on, now you're doing kind of digital media, social media content, was that always your focus, or did you start more like traditional, like news writing? How did that come to be?
Another great question. Oh my. But I had Kind Time when I was still studying journalism in university. And it came about because we all go through different stages in our life, and sometimes we're unsure where our path leads. Even right now, I'm in that right now. And so at that time, I was like, I don't know where I want to go, what career will come out of this. And my mom was like, well, why don't you put your passion and your personality together? And my passion was journalism, and my personality, like some people say, that very kind. And so why don't you put that together and make something out of it, like for yourself? And that's how Kind Time was born. It's nothing that I get paid to do, and like you understand, it's our fun, it's our time that we're spending with people that are passionate for the same thing. And so that's how Kind Time came about. And I did have some jobs in journalism, daily news or lifestyle things. And I love that as well. So it's been fun.
That's awesome.
So
Tell us more about Kind Time. You are in your 4th season now?
Yes.
That is awesome. How has it been to have 4 seasons of this Kind Time? How has this show changed? How have you grown throughout that process? Tell us all of it.
I love how you do your research photo. So wow. But yes, it's in the 4th season. That is incredible. But how it's grown so much, because originally it was not supposed to start virtually, but it ended up having to be virtual because of the pandemic. So it was, oh my goodness, it was all organized before. We had we had a whole team of volunteers, and when I say we, it was myself and my family. They're always supportive, and they love everything media too. So we have so much fun together.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
So I'm so blessed to have them. But so everything was organized to be in person, and then all of a sudden, we're all getting those emails on our phone. This is canceled. This is canceled. This is canceled. And I was like, you need to cancel Kind Time. So we did it virtually instead.
Yeah.
And then once things got better, we were able to see each other in person. Then season 2 became in person, and we did it at my home, and it was so sweet. Again, volunteers, all friends, family. And then again, the 3rd season was also in person, and this time it was at a community center. And it was so beautiful. All like local businesses support still this mission, and they all came together. Some did the backdrop, some were the camera people, some were taking pictures. So beautiful. And and then now 3rd season is kind of 4th season on the road, like reporting on site instead of going to a studio type thing. And when it was in a studio, it was organized in one day. Like everyone was booked in one day type thing. We filmed it all, and then 1 week at a time, I'd release it.
How long did that take?
In a day, it was a long day. It was about like 8-9 hours, but we had our lunch break. It was really exciting. It was exciting. It was really fun, and all the beautiful guests were so happy to be there, and it just was such a honestly magical moment.
I'm going to ask you a really hard question now, and people ask us this sometimes, and I never know how to answer, so it's okay if you don't know how to answer. But do you have a guest from Kind Time that, I won't say favorite because we love them all, right? But have you interviewed someone that has made, like, I'm sure they all make an impact on you, but is there one in particular that you can think of or that stands out to you that you we're just grateful for that interaction with them.
You know what? That is such a tough question because
It's so hard.
so special to me and so special in my heart and also in my family's lives too. Like everyone's become a really big happy family and everyone's story is so important. But if I have to just say one it's been an interesting journey with this person. Sam Humphrey, he's an actor from The Greatest Showman. And why I'm saying Sam is, again, everyone's so amazing and special, and so is he. But he believed in Kind Time in the first season, since day one virtually. And then now a full circle moment happened in this season. I interviewed a person. So that's one that has, that struck me just because number one, he said yes twice and he's believed this since day one and we're still connected like many others. But that's just a very sweet story.
That's awesome. I just watched that one too. The most recent one you did with him. I was awesome. I will link that in the description of this so people can watch that too.
Epic. Amazing. I'd like to ask you a little bit about how you got involved with Some Good News. It's kind of a funny connection we have to Some Good News, and this is a bit of a stretch. But we go to college down in Scranton, so we obviously love The Office, and so we're familiar with John Krasinski's creation, I guess you would call it, of Some Good News. How did you get involved with that?
Yeah, that's awesome, girl.
Cool.
You're so awesome. Seriously, I love it. But basically what happened with this, it was, again, I cannot believe it. It's still to this day dream come true. But it was during the pandemic. He created Some Good News, and on social media they put out an announcement that they were looking for global correspondents. I was taking a walk with my mom. My mom and her amazing ideas, and she's like, "But Pammy, why don't you just try make videos already with Kind Time, tag one of your videos, you never know." And I was like, there's so many people in the world, but okay, Shikra, you never know if you don't try. And that's always been something that's so true, you never know. So we made a little video, and again, the Montreal community has always been with me, and I love them with all my heart. Everyone was tagging, and they wrote to me, and they're like, "Hey, actually report on something, and we'll share it." And I was like, what? Really? And I just love sharing good news and kindness and everything. So it was just like, wow, I'm getting to live like my goal. So it still is just amazing. It's a miracle. Very blessed to share people's good news.
That's awesome. And you do it so beautifully.
You do
so
it
beautifully.
so well.
Look at us. We're sharing goodness.
So sweet. So sweet. We love you so much. All right. So tell us about the project that you did for your 25th birthday. This was awesome. Liz and I saw this on Instagram. It was so cool, and we talked a lot about it. First of all, where did the inspiration for that come from? And also, I just want to mention, we think that you did such a beautiful job with that. The way in which you showed people and showed their stories felt so authentic, but also we just had an episode where we talked about kindness influencers and the importance of having consent from the people that you're filming and highlighting them and showcasing them in a way that is respectful and empowering. And we think you totally did that with this project. So tell us about that project that you did for your birthday. It was so awesome.
Well, you both are kindness influencers, by the way. So it's so nice to even same sentence as you both. So thank you. But basically it's so funny how that came about. But like I said at the beginning, I'm here now in California, the San Francisco Bay Area. And it's not like I have the people I've been mentioning in this interview, the Montreal community, my family, my friends, all those people who have, the positive circle that you curate throughout your life. And I don't have them here with me except for my wonderful, strong, smart partner, Piero. He works. I don't work right now since I'm here. And so I was like, well, my birthday's on a Monday. The best day to have a birthday. Great. Working. Even if it's FaceTime, everyone's working. Piero's working. I'm here. Basically, yes, I've made a few friends here and there. So wonderful community here too. But basically, I was alone, and I was like, well, what am I gonna do for my birthday? And I just decided, it was so cute because, again, my mom. And my dad, they're such good humans. They're so cute. My mom's always like, yeah, when we're in the drive-through, I'll pay for the person behind us. Sometimes, like when I used to be in Montreal, she used to come and be like, "You gonna go for coffee? I'll pay for the people behind us." And I'm like, yeah. Like that's our fun thing together. We're too funny. So that was in my head. I was like, oh, I wish I could do that with everyone like there in Montreal.
Yeah.
And yeah, then after I was like, oh, okay, I'll do that. I'll just do a kindness day. That just makes me so happy. So I was like, why can't I do that on my birthday? And I know sometimes like filming it kind of, maybe people think like, oh, that you're just filming it so you could get views or get comments or likes or whatever. All that. But those who follow me, who know my story, who know my personality, know that really deeply genuine. And like you said about the filming, like you didn't go up to the people's faces and like, oh, here, I'm gonna give you this, and I'm only gonna give you this if you tell me what your definition of kind is. Like a lot of people I went to weren't comfortable in giving their definition or being filmed, and I was like, it's okay. Like, do I have to give it back to you? I'm like, no, don't worry. It's just I'm giving you something. If you want to give your definition, if you're comfortable in being filmed, amazing. If not, no problem. And that's how I approach it when it's random acts of kindness that are made. Like it's always important to get that consent and make sure even if it is a kindness video, you want to just make sure everyone's comfortable.
Absolutely. And that definitely comes across in your videos for sure. You can definitely tell that you are genuine and authentic and just mindful of that. So thank you for doing that. That's awesome.
Thank you for seeing that and understanding it. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah, I can totally tell.
Totally.
I want to ask you a question that you asked those people in that video. What does kindness mean to you?
Oh, I love that question. So my definition of kindness, what kindness means to me is giving people your time. So, because time, we can't rewind, we can't fast forward, we can't pause, we can't undo. We are living in this moment right now. So spending time with someone, helping them with something, saying something nice, giving someone your time is to me kindness, because it's the biggest gift you can give.
Oh, I love that so much.
Has your perspective or your definition of kindness, has that changed throughout the years, or is that something that has always stuck with you and stayed with you?
That's very interesting, but no, it hasn't. It's always been it's always been that same answer. It's just we go through certain experiences in life that this is who we are, and I think a few have really opened my eyes to how precious the current moment is, and so that hasn't changed.
I bet it comes from your mama.
Totally.
Somehow it always does come from her. People meet my mom and then they're like, oh, now I see why you're like that. Sometimes I answer the phone, they're like, Rita? And I'm like, no, it's Pamela.
That is so silly. Are they all safe? Are they all okay in the wildfires and stuff? We have been seeing like smoke and stuff here in Pennsylvania. Are they all safe and okay?
Yes, I'm very happy. My family's okay. Everyone I know is okay. But we have to keep an eye out on that. And that's another thing. That's why journalism and news, it's so important, right? We're sharing information and travels, and you have do you have the smoke there in your seat?
Luckily it's lighting up today, but our air quality was very bad today, which is very strange for us on the East Coast. But I think it's getting a bit better now.
Everybody's staying safe.
Everybody's safe, everybody's good. But I want to make sure, because I heard something about fires in Canada and stuff. So make sure.
It's so nice. Thank you for that. But I want to know, what does kindness mean to you?
Ooh, that is a great question. We talk about kindness a lot as like this umbrella term, and how I think kindness can include compassion and empathy and all of those things. But I think just like seeing someone and acknowledging someone and understanding that, we all have super complex lives and we all go through so much. And if I can just extend a word or an act or a gesture that can maybe make that person a little happier, I think that is kindness to me.
Oh, I love that. I think for me, it's kind of what you were saying, of just giving what I can give. And I loved how you talked all about time. I love that so much. Just giving even if it's like a second or a minute
Yeah.
to someone. I love that. So
We all can give it, right? We all have
totally,
time.
we all have time.
It's a
We've all,
resource we all have.
we've all been blessed with time, I
Yeah.
think. So
Beautiful definitions for beautiful people. So
Pamela,
you're beautiful.
you're so beautiful. This is so much fun. I think I smiled the whole time, girl. My cheeks
Goodness,
are
I know, seriously, my cheeks are killing me. Oh my goodness.
You're so sweet. You're so happy. Joy just like radiates off of you, girl. You're just such a light. It's so
But
amazing.
it's true when well, thank you so much. But I was gonna say it's true that when you're surrounded by people who make you feel comfortable, who make you feel that you can be your authentic self, there's nothing to be afraid of. You know?
Absolutely.
Oh, social media, it's very interesting. There could be
Yes.
negative comments or
Mhm.
that feeling of not feeling good enough and that, but we just need to try our best. Harder days than others, but we just surround ourselves with good people and makes the days better.
Oh, couldn't agree more. Is there anybody that you are following on social media that like just totally makes your day better or brighter? Anybody that comes to mind? I'm always looking for more people because like you said, social media can be such like a negative and not so nice place. And so, but we have the power to follow who we want to follow and fill our feed with people that are positive and enlightening and kind. So is there anybody that comes to mind for you?
Oh,
Any recommendations for us?
I have recommendations. I do.
Amazing.
So many beautiful people out there. Like already just, I keep saying it, but connecting with you both, courageously kind. Like, wow, I am so lucky to see your posts when I'm scrolling on social media. You make my day positive. But there's
right back at you, girl.
I love this. This is so much fun. But there's also her handle is called That Good News Girl.
We interviewed her. Shout out.
She is so beautiful.
Isn't she the best?
She's my kind time coming out this week. No way.
Small world.
Wow. Wow. You see, her positivity is through social media, through interviews, through everything. It just felt everywhere.
Yes.
Such a beautiful soul, just like you both. So yeah, I love seeing her videos and everything. Too good. Too good.
I just saw one of her. She posts so many videos about like cats and dogs, and those are my favorite. Like the little her good news stories about little cats. I love it. I love it so much.
All good news, and it's so fun. There's so many other amazing people. There's some Montrealers. There's there's an actor, Matthew Jufrida. His name is. I highly recommend you follow him. He has so many funny videos, a lot related with Montreal, with the world and everything, and he's just hilarious through his different characters. Soul. He's been on Kind Time.
I love it.
So many others, but yeah, those are two that popped into my head.
Awesome. I will find them and I will tag them. Pamela, thank you so much for sharing your time with us.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
It's already done. Time is so fast.
We can do it again sometime.
Perfect. I am seriously.
All right.
Amazing.
So nice. Thank you for your kind time.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
You are awesome. I can't say it enough.
I'm telling you, my cheeks are killing me. So much fun. That is a good thing. It's a good thing.
Oh my gosh, what an amazing conversation we had with Pamela. I'm sure you could hear the smiles on our faces. We really smiled the entire time. I loved in our conversation we talked about our kind circle and the people that we surround ourselves with. And Maddie and I have talked about that before, but I think this is a great takeaway from the episode. Is to focus on, or maybe to notice for the first time, who you surround yourself with in person, in your day-to-day life, also your virtual life, who you surround yourself with, or I guess how you fill your social media pages. And I really think that is such a really interesting, thought-provoking aspect of our discussion, and that's what I think I would like to leave with you today. Just be a little bit more mindful of how you create that space for yourself, because you deserve a kind space full of amazing, kind people. Alright, I'll stop rambling. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. We love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you back here real soon. Bye! We'd like to give a huge thank you to Anawalt's Landscape Contracting for their support of Courageously Kind.
Anawalt's is a family-owned landscape contracting company in Berks County that has served Pennsylvania for over 35 years.
If you're ready to get your landscaping project started, visit anawaltlandscape.com or call 610-916-7070.
Anawalt's Landscape Contracting, beautifying Pennsylvania 1 yard at a time.
Thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode, feel free to share it with your friends, your family, or anyone you think might like it too.
And if you want to support the show, leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It really does help. Or check out our merch store at courageouslykind.org. Take good care, and we'll see you back here real soon.